Well. Like we were right. It's hit the fan. So let's dive in and talk about it. Always. Always some technical difficulties out there, right? Welcome back, folks, to the Prepared Mind channel. And guess what? We're dealing with some very simple concepts today. The First Amendment and now the Second Amendment. You see, the more tyranny tries controlling us, the easier it is to see what the solution is. The easier it is to understand that they are the ones pushing for violence and control. They are the ones breaking the rules, folks, not us. So let's get into this, huh? The House, folks, the House of Representatives has approved sweeping gun control legislation, right? Sorry, it's not sweeping. It is very pointed and is what I call weak-assed sissy sauce, trying to ban high-capacity magazines and raising the assault rifle purchase age to 21. Folks, it's all the House could pass. Number one, it's unconstitutional and it violates your right. It definitely infringes upon our Second Amendment rights. And the Democrats know it. Even as weak as this crap is, it should be opposed fully, and it is opposed fully. This legislation, were it to get through the Senate, and I doubt it, wouldn't remove a single assault rifle off the streets. And it won't stop a single criminal from finding a way to hurt people, whether they use an assault bat or an assault car. They will hurt people, folks. It'll likely, though, increase the sale of ARs, standard capacity 30-round magazines. It'll likely increase the sale of ammunition and strengthen the American people's resolve to oppose communists in D.C., because that is exactly, folks, exactly who they are. If not communist absolute, they're using communist techniques to gain power and control over this nation and the world. The D.C. scum, folks, they want a war with the people and pretend that they're not involved in the decision, right? It's up to the people, they say. Well, the people don't want it. And even if they did, rights are inalienable to us. The government has zero authority anywhere to remove our rights. If they can remove one, they can remove all. If they can remove the right to free speech or your Second Amendment, they have a right to take your life. Sorry, I don't accept the premise, government, right? What army will Congress use to enforce their lies and their fake laws? Because any law that violates the Second Amendment is null and void, period. It is fake law. Local cops will be hated for even talking about it or trying to enforce this. National Guard better not think, folks, they better think twice, 3 times, and then turn their backs on DC if they think they're going to be used to enforce this. And if it were to go hot, and you know what I'm talking about, I doubt any congressional delegates would want to return home to their constituents' anger and complaints. This won't pass the Senate, though, folks. It is meaningless garbage, but should still be opposed with all our might and receive our scorn, not only for the effort that they put into this, but for knowing the words shall not be infringed mean exactly what they say. Now, don't make that effing mistake, DC, law enforcement, or anyone else. The blood will be on your hands if this goes further and people get killed over it. I don't encourage harmful or dangerous actions, violence, lawlessness, insurrection. I don't do that. I don't. violating our rights, especially the First and the Second Amendments, is a direct attack on the people and their inalienable rights. And we know it. And you know it. So back the F up, DC. Learn your place, DC. You are public servants, not our masters. And I don't care how many votes you have. You have no right to vote to take my life. Now, all that said, they're going to try. They've told us they're going to try. They've told us, folks, exactly who they're listening to and what they believe. They've told us. Absolutely told us. If you're a new prepper, we talk about food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, having a plan. Right? All of these things are being prepared. The price of ammo is going to go up. Folks, this thing with Russia, it's about energy. It's about oil, natural gas. It's about coal. It's about uranium. It's about precious metals and resources, natural resources, technological components to our high-tech electric world, and punishing Russia while demanding we have those same products so we can electrify. I mean, it's ridiculous. But guess what? Ammunition also comes from Russia, a good supply of it. So ammunition costs are going to go up. Availability is going to go down. Do what you can to get enough self-preservation stuff. Now, up in Canada, their sales are going through the roof because Justin Trudeau just last week tried taking away people's right to buy handguns up there. They have very limited rights already because they believe that the government can tell them no. I don't believe the government can tell me no. And I'm willing to stand up to them, to tell them no and make that point hit home. Now, Joy Behar of The View decided she would weigh in on this with her 2 ounces of intelligence, which really amounts to nothing less than, shall we say, substandard intellectual capacity. She said gun laws will change once black people get guns in this country. That's how racist and stupid Joy and the communists are, folks. In media, mainstream news media, in Washington, D.C., they are racist. Let me clear the air on this one so that everyone's fully aware. Folks, black people, black Americans have guns. They have guns. Lots of blacks have guns, including ARs already. They have had them, right? And most of them, I would be willing to bet, are conservative. They are pro-freedom. And they know that those ARs are for protection for them against criminals, communist mobs, and totalitarian government. Not to mention the potential for foreign enemies to invade this country, and they would defend the state. Now, in addition to blacks having guns, and lots of them, so do Hispanics and Latin Americans. Also, Asian Americans. If you recall, this isn't a new thing. Go back to the Rodney King riots, when the government, through its actions and choices and decisions, allowed that to get out of hand. It was Asian Americans with their AK and other assault weapon style black guns were up on the roofs of their stores protecting them, protecting themselves. That was well over 25 years ago. So if they were willing and capable and knowledgeable about their Second Amendment rights, then they certainly do now understand them. Same with all minorities, folks, as well as the, white supremacist, racist whites from European descent, right? They colonized the world. Oh, yeah, that's the complaint. That doesn't change the fact that gun laws are fake laws. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Support this channel, share this video, that link up there, and we're getting together our new channel that'll have a premium section we're having, as well as probably a public section. We're going to do what we can, folks, to make sure free speech exists And we're going to ring that bell, freedom, until it deafens the communists from having to hear about it. And you can help by speaking up. Let them know, no, you're wrong. That's a great way to start any sentence with a leftist. You're wrong. And let's talk about the First Amendment. What if we said you can't speak at all because we disagree with you? Well, but my free speech, you're violating my rights. Yeah, well, you're violating ours, you scum. Same with the Second Amendment. Right? We all should have guns. The government should have guns, and the people should have guns. If the world would be a better place without guns, then let governments give them up first. Folks, chance favors the prepared mind. And, right, this is all about your freedom. It is all about being prepared because hard times are coming. Thank you for your support. Be sure and hit the thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe. And we'll be back live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be here live for all of YouTube to join in the conversation. Semper Fi, Godspeed.